After so many months of hard work on this project, the LEGO Ford F150 Lightning is here. We have two trim levels so far. On the right hand side we have the Pro, and on the left hand side we have the Lariat. So we're going to take a deeper look into both of them, and we're going to start with the cheaper one, the Pro. So here it is, this is the Pro edition. Now I've added one slight detail which wouldn't come standard. That is the towing mirrors. Ignore those for now, those don't really matter. Those were just on there because I had a tow bar on the back at once. So we're going to we'll have a look at the Pro, and then we'll have a look at the Lariat, and then we're going to compare them, what makes them different. So we're going to start with the front end on the Pro. Now representing the headlights, if I can concentrate on that, are two 1x2 sloped in medium stone grey. I think that's the colour it's called, the official colour. And then what would be the headlight on the higher trim levels are some 2x2s in black on top, which is how it looks on the Pro in real life. The grille uses some 1x2 sort of customised plate parts, which they use as sort of gold bars if they have it painted in gold. These ones are painted in black, which looks quite nice, I think. The bumper uses two actual sort of clear parts, and we have some little 1x1 round bits to represent sort of a bit of a grille at the bottom they have, and then sort of the slope parts up here to represent the bumper. That is the front end look I've gone for. I think it looks quite nice. It looks a lot better on the Lariat, but we'll get to that in a bit. Now of course this Pro is based on the same cab I've used for all my other LEGO Ford trucks. So the F150 we saw a few months ago, the Super Duties, it's all the same cab size pretty much, or at least cab shape. So we have the cutaway in the door, which is a very well known feature on the Ford trucks, a very nice look. They don't have them on the Ranger, it's just the Ford F150s and F250s, well, Super Duties. There is a side step underneath, doesn't stick out too much. There we go, you can just see it sticks out literally the slightest there. It looks quite good. Taking off the roof is a bit weird. It doesn't come off the same every time. The interior is very basic. There's no real space for a steering wheel because when I added the cutaway, I added a 1x2 underneath the windscreen there in transparent brown. And then, yeah, the space for a steering wheel kind of got cut off. There's space for 4 seats, 4 minifigures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Although the back is a bit squished, but don't worry about that. The back windscreen is a bit bigger. On the old Ford trucks I made, I only used the 1x4 brick. Now I use the 1x2s on the top and on the bottom to make it a little bit bigger. Also on the back is the brake light and the two sort of cab lights that light up in the dark so you can see what you're doing in the bed. Now for the side of the truck in terms of windows, I've always built these with space in here and only sort of 2 brick parts at the back to represent a window. I think it's a good look. I mean, if you put windows all around it, you can't fit all the minifigures in. You need that extra space clear here so you can fit 2 minifigures in. Now to transition from the cab to the bed, I use a few slope parts here to sort of widen it out, and the black parts on top is how it looks in real life. The tail lights are not transparent but just a normal red colour. That's sort of how it looks in real life. You don't really see the sort of lights. It doesn't look very glassy in real life, it looks quite plastic, which is what I've gone for here. The tailgate opens and closes. There is space for a number plate underneath. Also in the bed are 2 attachment points to put a 5th wheel hitch if you want to. Not that the F150 Lightning can tow much, don't worry about that. The rear bumper is also represented with the black plastic. Of course, this is the basic model, so I've tried to make this as basic as possible. Most people when they build a LEGO truck are going to build like the highest level, you know, the platinum, the limited. But not many people do the base model trucks, but I'm glad I've gone for this. It looks quite nice. It's a proper work electric truck. The wheels don't have any sort of like alloy design inside it. I just used the standard wheel part, as you can see, and it's attached using that 2x6 Speed Champions thingy here, whatever it's called, I can't remember, don't worry about that. This is built on the Speed Champions platform as standard with all my LEGO Ford tracks. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Pro. So we're going to move on to the Lariat right now, so let's move to the side and bring in the better one, pretty much. Alright, here it is. This looks so good in person, I promise. I've kept this in the garden a bit, so it's a bit dirty underneath, which actually looks quite nice on the Lego in black. The wheels, can't really see on camera, but they are dirty underneath. They've been in the flower bed for a bit, off-roading to try and get that dirty appearance. It looks quite nice, I think. So let's start off with the front end. Now on the last one, of course, we had the same headlights here, but on the top it was in black. As this is the Lariat, you get the full kind of lights going across the full front end, which looks quite nice on this. The grille is the same. There's not much you can really run with to make the grille different on these trim levels, but I think it looks quite nice. Of course the bumper is black, that's how it looks in real life. We do have two clear parts here to represent like fog lights, and the front opens up to reveal nothing because there's no engine in it. Of course it's an electric truck. The mirrors are the standard F150 ones. I've not used the towing ones, so it's very standard here, but it looks quite nice. Now the wheel alloy is quite a nice one. It's off of one of the Speed Champions ones from 2020. I had a few spares, so I've used that for this design. I think it looks quite nice, very posh, and it sort of shows how it is an upgraded truck from the Pro to the Lariat. Now the door panel is the same. The interior is pretty much the same. There's no... oh no, there are white bits, never mind. It's basically the same inside. There's not much different I can really do. Although the seats are grey here, the ones in the Pro are black. So that's one difference actually. Of course, no space for a steering wheel, but the dashboard is grey as well. Putting the roof back on, we have the big rear windscreen, the brake lights, and the cab lights, of course, which do the same thing, light up the bed in the dark. Opening the tailgate, of course, the two attachment points for the fifth wheel hitch, and the rear light. I really like this. I originally ran with something a bit different. It was a 1x6 red going straight across, and then I thought, let's try and get some little lights in here and see how that looks, and it looks really nice. I think this looks really good. I'm very happy with this. The bumper is black, so it looks the same as the Pro, but you just got to think of this as not being a plastic one, as being sort of painted in whatever they paint it in, metallic. I don't know, who cares? Don't worry, it looks nice, I promise. Underneath, of course, the Speed Champions platform. The rear bumper curves up a bit here. I found it looks quite nice. It takes away from the complete sort of boxy look of these trucks, and that little bit of curve makes it look really nice, especially towards the back. Of course, I'm going to show some photos on the screen of how this truck looks through an actual professional camera. But yeah, the overall appearance is just, I think, really nice. I'm really happy with how this truck turned out. This is definitely my most favourite one I've ever built, I think, ever. It just looks so nice. So now, what I said earlier was we're going to compare the two. So, of course, as I mentioned earlier, the front sort of lighting is different. On the Pro, you don't get the full sort of light going across, whereas on the Lariat, you do. Another difference is the wing mirrors. Of course, as standard, you do get the normal mirrors on these Pro ones, but for the video, I put on the towing mirrors. The wheels, of course, are different. The Lariat on the left-hand side gets the nice alloys, whereas the Pro gets nothing, as it's a base model. Towards the back, the rear lighting is different for the tailgate. Of course, on the left-hand side, you get the nice little lights here, and on the right-hand side, sorry, it's all plain. And that's pretty much the differences. Well, of course, the colours are different, but yeah, I don't want to build two of the same colours to show off. Let's get two different colours. So, these are the two additions I built so far, the Pro and the Lariat. There may be a platinum coming out soon. I'm trying a few different things on Bricklink Studio to see how that looks, but we'll see. Right now, I'm quite happy with just these two. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's been a big build up to this. I mean, my channel banner was advertising this truck for like the last 6 months. So yeah, I was meant to show this off in like June, but I just wanted to make sure this was completely done and completely like finished to the best that it could. And this is, yeah, this is the LEGO F150 in its final form. It won't have any changes, I don't think. I can't think of any at least. So yeah, I'm going to put some photos on the screen of it looking nice, maybe in the garden or with the background as my LEGO city. But yeah, that is it for the F150 Lightning. I will do a build tutorial on this truck at some point on the Lariat, of course. I don't think many people will want to build the Pro. Maybe people would want to build the Pro, but I'm not sure. I will definitely do a build tutorial on the Lariat. So that will come out sometime soon. I don't know when. Maybe in a few weeks, maybe in a few months, maybe a few years. I'm not very good with YouTube, but don't worry about that. Hopefully sometime soon. All right, that's it. I'm done. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. See you soon. Bye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us.